So I've noticed in the news that we are going to be getting hit with the massive blizzard, because blizzard warning in effect that is approaching my current location. And in the East Coast, there's a lot of people I've realized that without even having to leave my apartment, I can see on social media what is people are doing. And so I had to pull up this picture. There's a bunch of places that grocery stores, they have these aisles where they have aisles of junk food. And then I know it's the cost of living this way up, so I can't even afford it even if I wanted to. But I digress. The point that I'm trying to make in this video, the topic about health-wise, a lot of people I've noticed around here, especially around here, they're not taking care of themselves. They go out and they buy up basically the worst kinds of food, if you can call it that, stunt food, that people are consuming mass quantities. I think this ties back to the fact that, okay, my current environment, I noticed that some people, when they walk around in public, they're generally not the healthiest. They don't look healthy. Some are not quite all there. And I'm just gonna say it, a lot of people, they don't understand, or they're not educating themselves about the foods we eat and what they're putting into their bodies. Okay, God said that the body is a temple and you're supposed to keep it clean. It is your responsibility to keep it free from toxins and to keep it healthy. A lot of people in this city, they're just not doing that. And it's a Saturday night that didn't feel like going out again, because I already know what happens around at these places. If it's not bars, it's something else. In the malls, I see older people that are cut Alzheimer's and crippled with arthritis, lung problems, cancer, you name it. I don't see too many healthy older people out here. That's a scary thought, because, no, I'm not as young as I used to be. I worked at a gas station, and I have to tell you, straight up, when the people come in at night, the people I've seen wandering about, often under the influence or high, and they are very incoherent. They're not very sharp in between the ears. Okay, sure, this offends people. This triggers people, what I'm saying right now. I can't please everyone. I'm sorry. Change the channel. That's my best advice, okay? Because if I'm going to continue making videos again, like I did last time, I was censored. I did not receive a great deal of popularity. Further, I went into the rabbit hole. YouTube has me in a box. So I know that I'm not going to be very mainstream my shaders, but you know what? It needs to be said. A lot of people, they need to change. If they want to make a New Year's resolution in 2026 for real, then they should just cut the crap out of the diets, live clean, and no thank during Southward later, because if they want to live a longer life and, not be afraid of getting sick, like during COVID, when everybody was afraid of getting a disease, this stuff that they're eating, okay? If my dad, he has cancer. He did not live the healthiest lifestyle, even though he had a wife who was a nurse. True story. This is my mother we're talking about. My mother, she was a nurse. And so you allow my dad to basically live an unhealthy lifestyle after work. He chose not to eat healthy food. He allowed processed food. He didn't exercise. He didn't go to the gym. He ate basically what everybody stressing the store eating might now be all the processed foods that are solely going to give him cancer in the long term. So I had to address that problem, because I know that a lot of people are just going to do whatever they want. Word, okay? I don't go out on the weekends. I don't drink. I refuse to get into these bad habits which other people I see are doing, which is healthy. And I may be in the minority here. I want to afford to do things. Later on, I go to a gym and it's expensive, but we all have to make lifestyle choices at some point. I want to live a love life. I want to live healthy and attract a good woman into my wife. And I don't really care much about social media, YouTube. It's a toxic platform in of itself, which I'm not going to get into. It's bad for my health. It gives me stress because the more energy I put into with that, it just basically gives me no love and attention back. So I digress because a lot of people out there who have choices that they're going to make okay. No one says that you have to be exactly perfect 100% of the time. Nobody could be at the love Lord Jesus, like Christ consciousness. I'm not taking the bad. Yeah, I may divulge into another topic in a future video. But for this video, I just say keep it simple. Keep your body clean. Stay away from the negativity, the drugs, alcohol, and the junk food. Of course, most people, they have to decide at what point they're gonna, go cold turkey or all start the process of a better lifestyle, a healthier lifestyle. And you'd ask them do these things. You can start small. There is weighted best, for rocking. I look to it. Use a few weights when I go out for walks, and I should do that more often. But worry and cheering, bad seasons of like storms, and it's just terrible up north. I love snow and ice. I understand it's easiest to stay home indoors. But yeah, again, you can do some things to help your life be a little bit improved and improve the quality of your life naked, so that if you're second doors, you could actually at least work out and no one is putting a gun to your head and saying, yeah, you have to buy stuff as soon as it goes on sale. I know people are addicted. That's why these rich companies, they make this stuff addicting on purpose so they can get you hooked into, the chemicals that they put into it. And it's just not so good, it does something to a person slowly at the mind, at the level like spiritually, can affect people's brains. Given like the dopamine receptors, once that search far, it's like, there's a level of dependency which, people, they become powerless, gradually over time. It's like any other addiction. God, I see it again at the grocery stores. And when I worked at a gas station, I told myself never again, because I was surrounded by the worst of the worst. If it wasn't, the chips that's used to be about beer, cigarettes, and a whole lot of it. And I've seen people gonna image something right now. Look, I've seen demons manifest in people, and no, I'm not just joking about that. I've really felt the energy in the room change. When the person couldn't get his zip fixed. There's no joke. I mean, there's certain levels. I'm not fully aware of, but I understand of certain spiritual aspects to addiction. And I'm afraid that, during the snowstorm, a lot of people that they be like having cabin fever, okay? They didn't be shook indoors, but their screens. Just shut it off. Just, keep your bodies clean. Like, as in the Bible, it says, keep your body clean. And, yeah, I think that's all needs to be said right now for this video. I haven't posted a long time, so I might be a little bit rusty. I'm not, in the loop right now. But what is, trending? But give me a like if you feel like you want to leave a comment, something or intelligence to add to this topic. And, yeah, that's all I does see about that. Peace. God bless.